In the realm of political leadership, the concept of virtue has been a guiding principle since ancient times. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, emphasized that true leadership is rooted in virtue, defined as living in accordance with nature and reason. This essay explores the role of virtue in political leadership through Zeno's teachings and Stoic philosophy, examining how these principles can guide modern leaders in their quest for ethical governance. Zeno believed that virtue is the only true good, with everything else, wealth, health, and power, being indifferent. He stated, "In the life of an individual man, virtue is the sole good. Such things as health, happiness, possessions are of no account." This perspective underscores the Stoic belief that moral integrity should be the cornerstone of leadership. In this context, the term virtue encompasses qualities such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Zeno argued that a leader must cultivate these virtues to fulfill their responsibilities effectively. He posited that the goal of life is living in agreement with nature, suggesting that leaders should align their actions with universal moral laws rather than personal ambitions. This alignment fosters trust and respect among followers, which is essential for effective governance. Political leaders face numerous challenges that require ethical decision-making. Zeno's emphasis on virtue provides a framework for navigating complex moral dilemmas. When confronted with difficult choices, leaders guided by virtue will prioritize the common good over personal gain. This aligns with Marcus Aurelius's assertion that to govern was to serve, not to rule. A virtuous leader recognizes their role as a steward of society rather than a tyrant wielding power. By understanding their responsibility to the community, leaders can make decisions that benefit the larger populace rather than pursuing their own interests. Trust is a fundamental component of effective leadership. Zeno's teachings highlight that virtue fosters credibility among constituents. When leaders act with integrity and uphold moral principles, they inspire confidence in their ability to govern justly. As Zeno stated, "Man conquers the world by conquering himself," emphasizing the importance of self-mastery in gaining respect from others. This self-discipline allows leaders to remain focused on their duties and resist the temptations that often accompany power. Virtuous leaders set an example for their followers. They embody the values they espouse, demonstrating through their actions what it means to be principled and ethical. This principle is echoed in Marcus Aurelius's belief that subjects like to imitate the example set by their ruler. By modeling virtuous behavior, leaders can cultivate a culture of integrity within their organizations or communities. When leaders consistently demonstrate their commitment to ethical conduct, they create an environment where followers feel empowered to uphold similar values. Despite the clear benefits of virtuous leadership, there are significant challenges to maintaining virtue in positions of authority. One major challenge is the corrupting influence of power. History has shown that individuals in positions of authority can easily succumb to greed and ambition. As Lord Acton famously noted, "Power tends to corrupt. Absolute power corrupts absolutely." This observation highlights the need for leaders to remain vigilant against this tendency. To combat the potential for corruption, leaders must ground themselves in Stoic principles, regularly reflecting on their motivations and decisions. Another challenge is the constant struggle to balance personal ambition with public duty. Leaders often grapple with the tension between their aspirations and their responsibilities to the public. Zeno's philosophy encourages leaders to transcend self-interest for the greater good. He believed that no power can be maintained when it is only represented by hypocrites, underscoring the necessity for authenticity in leadership. Authenticity requires leaders to be honest with themselves and their constituents, ensuring that their actions align with their stated values and goals. This alignment not only enhances their credibility, but also reinforces the trust that is vital for effective governance. Zeno's insights into virtue remain profoundly relevant in today's political landscape. Modern leaders can draw from Stoic philosophy to navigate contemporary challenges while upholding ethical standards. In an age where public trust in leadership is often waning, the principles espoused by Zeno offer a pathway to restore faith in governance. By prioritizing virtue, leaders can foster a sense of accountability and integrity that resonates with their constituents. One way leaders can promote civic responsibility is by encouraging active participation in public affairs. Zeno emphasized that individuals have an obligation to engage in their communities. He believed that all humankind belongs to a single ideal city, advocating for a sense of global citizenship. Leaders today must inspire their constituents to take ownership of their roles in the democratic process. This can involve fostering open dialogue, encouraging civic education, and creating opportunities for citizens to voice their opinions and contribute to decision-making processes. The Stoic focus on emotional resilience also equips leaders to handle adversity effectively. Zeno taught that individuals should focus on what lies within their control while accepting external circumstances. This mindset enables leaders to remain composed during crises, making rational decisions rather than succumbing to panic or fear. In moments of uncertainty, leaders who embody Stoic principles can navigate challenges with clarity and purpose, demonstrating the strength of character that inspires others to do the same. Creating inclusive communities is another vital aspect of virtuous leadership. Zeno's vision for an ideal society included abolishing distinctions between citizens and foreigners. He argued for a community where all individuals are valued equally. In today's diverse societies, leaders should strive to create environments that celebrate differences while promoting unity and cooperation. By fostering inclusivity, leaders can build bridges among various groups, enhancing social cohesion and reducing conflict. The role of virtue in political leadership is further underscored by the need for leaders to address the pressing issues of their time with moral clarity. In an era marked by social injustice, environmental crises, and economic inequality, leaders who embrace Stoic principles can offer guidance grounded in ethical considerations. By prioritizing the well-being of their constituents and the planet, virtuous leaders can contribute to a more just and equitable society. Moreover, Zeno's teachings encourage leaders to engage in continuous self-improvement. The Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of introspection and reflection. Leaders should regularly evaluate their actions, motivations, and values, striving to align them with the principles of virtue. This commitment to personal growth not only enhances a leader's effectiveness, but also sets a powerful example for others. By demonstrating a willingness to learn and adapt, leaders can inspire their followers to embrace a similar ethos. In conclusion, the role of virtue in political leadership cannot be overstated. Zeno of Citium's teachings provide timeless wisdom on how leaders can cultivate ethical governance rooted in integrity and self-mastery. By prioritizing virtue over personal ambition and fostering trust through ethical decision-making, modern leaders can navigate challenges while serving the greater good. The relevance of Zeno's philosophy is evident in the contemporary political landscape, where calls for accountability, transparency, and ethical leadership resonate with citizens around the world. As we reflect on these principles, let us remember Zeno's assertion: the goal of life is living in agreement with nature. By embracing this philosophy, we can aspire to lead with virtue and create positive change within our communities. Leaders who embody Stoic principles can cultivate an environment where ethical governance thrives, ultimately fostering a society where trust, respect, and collaboration flourish. To truly embrace the lessons of Stoicism, individuals in positions of authority must commit to personal integrity and accountability. This involves recognizing the profound impact their actions can have on the lives of others. By making conscious choices rooted in virtue, leaders can pave the way for a brighter future, where ethical considerations guide decision-making and inspire collective progress. In this light, let us all consider how we can incorporate Stoic principles into our own lives and leadership journeys. Whether in politics, business, or everyday interactions, reflecting on our values and striving for integrity can create a ripple effect, encouraging others to do the same. As we work towards a more virtuous society, may we hold fast to the Stoic belief that true leadership is a reflection of moral character, grounded in virtue and dedicated to the greater good. Embrace Stoic principles in your own life and leadership journey. Reflect on your values and strive for integrity in all your actions. both personally and professionally. Stay strong, stay stoic.